Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Grimple Cheese, and welcome to AntharioN with a capital N. I bet you're wondering, why is it capitalized? What's so important about it? I tell you this, I have no idea why. But I can tell you this, AntharioN with a capital N is quite an interesting game. I rather like it. In fact, if you can't tell it's interesting by the main menu, there's probably something wrong with you, because just look, flaming letters on top of a body of water, a bobbing boat, a mysterious, ominous castle in the distance, only being lit by a full moon in a purple sky. Clearly purple sky means the end is nigh. If that's true or not, I do not know. But I can tell you this, that the game itself can be compared to the old Ultima series. That's what makes it so interesting. Now, for those who do not know what the old Ultima series is, the Ultima series was created by Richard Garriott in the 80s and 90s. And to be honest, it's a lot like those games back in the day, because those games were very defining, very different from how they are today, well, RPGs that is. Because if you compare an RPG, most people think of Dragon Age, or Mass Effect, or a BioWare game. But this is a completely different take. It's something original, it's something different compared to what's on the market nowadays. And in fact, it's quite refreshing in my personal eyes. But that's just my personal opinion. Some people think it's a proper RPG, finally, some others just think it's a nice little indie game, but either way, I rather enjoy it, and it was given to me by the nice lovely people of Orphic Software. Originally I thought it was Optic Software and related to the Optic Gaming Call of Duty esports team, which is a rather hilarious thought to really think of, that this game was created by the people who literally are the meaning of MLG no-scopes and all of that nonsense. But yeah, that's rather amusing. But for the time being, let's just start a game up, shall we? And show you what the game actually is, because as you can see, we've got a party of what just seems to be like 4 females. Yeah, so as you can see, it's rather interesting the way it's laid out, because you have a party of 4, like in most games, but you can change the classes and races and how you wish it to be. Like, for example, you have the stereotypical races, that's, a cat lady, a human, I mean, that's the most rarest and exotic one here, isn't it? If you can't tell I'm being sarcastic, you should probably get your hearing checked, but you've got a nice lovely wolf lady. You've got an undead, a woman of sagging flesh, a necrophile, they're not necrophiliacs, they are people from an otherworldly dimension. You've got a stereotypical elf, they seem to be like a forest elf rather than a high elf. And then you have a barbaric orc. And then you back to the cat lady. And you can also be male, female, whatever you wish, and the classes are quite interesting, if you ask me. And you got fighter, which is the stereotypical sword and board. You have the sage, who is more of a hermit who dwells in the labs of his alchemy and books and so on forth. You've got the thief, who's all about lockpicking and picklocking. About the same thing, aren't they? I mean, the pickpocketing and lockpicking, that's what I originally meant. And then you've got the warrior, who's all about two-handed, I'm going to stab you with my stick. And then you can make your own class, which is kind of neat. So if you want to, let's say you don't want to have 200 melee, you just want to be pure one-handed. Or let's say you want to put a lot of points into archery. You can go do that if you wish. And then you got Black Wizard, which is a stereotypical, well, sorcerer, wizard, warlock, however you want to see it. And you got a White Wizard, who is a priest, a cleric, however you want to see it. And you have a Grey Wizard, which I don't know how you would class them. Their magic is rather interesting, because as I said, they bend the world around it. They start off with a polymorph spell. I have no idea what they start off later on, but that in itself I find rather interesting. You got a ranger, who is bowman, practically, and you're back to the fighter. But for this little video we're going to do for today, we are going to be, well, we're going to have a stereotypical party. We're going to go with a thief with you. Just need to find the thief, there we go, because picklocking is rather important. You got a Grey Wizard, which I'm not too much of a fan of. We're just going to go with a nice, lovely Black Wizard, not because we're racist or anything like that. And then we're going to go with a White Wizard, because black and white, well, they're practically like light and dark. You gotta have death and destruction and a bit of healing and a bit of slap and tickle on the side, if you know what I mean. But we're not gonna be a cat person, oh no! We're gonna be something very particular. We're all gonna be undead. Why? Because everyone loves a smelling sack of flesh, really, don't they? Yes. I was trying to think of another word, and I couldn't think of one. But let's go review for the time being. There we go. We'll change what everyone looks like, so everyone doesn't look the same. So we're going to have you as a female, we're going to have you as a male, good, you as a female, and then you as a male. Might have some gender balance, you know. So let's go with faces. Oh, you got a bit of hair, and your female would like you to go with the eye patch, there we go. Now the reason why I'm doing these lovely races, because everyone has their own particular stats. Undead themselves are not very dexterous. Well, being a shambling corpse where you're, well, skin and bones are practically decaying, and you don't have much balance, you don't have much of a precision. Mind you, you might swing, and your arm might fly off. Sadly, it's not a feature in the game. I would love it to be a feature in the game. You just swing and your arm could fall off. But I don't think the developers will ever do that. I'm going to say that for balance reasons. And, yeah, everyone else looks the same. So we're going to go with the fighter being... Actually, what I want you to do is I want you to be female. Yes, and I want you to be male. Yeah, that sounds perfect. And you shall be Miss Fibbles, a fighter. Yes, and then you shall be Mr. Fibbles. Obviously, they're couple in crime. And then obviously we have our wizards as... First of all, we'll have the Black Wizard as the ominous Bobina. Fear the Bobina, and then we have the nice, lovely guy, who's a nice guy to be around. He's got a funny face, mind you, a bit gaunt, looks like he's on heroin, but nevertheless, he's Bob. Bob is a nice guy. And that's our party for the time being. Yes, it's rather quickly done. As you can see, you got your stats. Dexterity is going to be the biggest issue we're going to start with until we're level 2. Mainly because dexterity determines how you hit. So, you might not hit at all. You might die very early, in fact, with this low stat. So it's a bit of a challenge run, so to say. And luck as well, it constitutes critical hits and so on and forth. You can probably guess what Constitution, Wisdom, Intelligence, and Strength is if you're familiar with RPGs. So what we're going to do is we're going to start. It does say you can't change it during the game. Yes, we're going to keep that in mind. So let's just start, shall we? Bink! Nestled deep within a faraway corner of the cosmos was a lush world that would become known by its inhabitants as AntharioN, with a small n. After a long civil war spanning thousands of years, that's a very long civil war. I mean, practically they've forgotten about why it started. AntharioN was united, ushering in an unprecedented era of peace and prosperity. But recently, clouds have begun to gather on Antharion's horizon, and a dark, unnerving energy took hold of the scenery. While no one was sure just what it was, everyone seemed to sense its presence. Without any warning, the sleepy village of Shadowbrook was attacked and completely annihilated. The destruction of Shadowbrook led to a climate of fear and unrest across the land. Deep below the village of Shadowbrook was a dungeon where criminals condemned to death would await their untimely fates. During the attack, the prison guards were rushed to the surface to defend Shadowbrook, leaving behind 4 unguided prisoners. An hour later, when the guards still hadn't returned, one of the prisoners decided to use a rusted nail he'd had hidden away to pick his cell. And here we are! We have our nice lovely ragtag party of rotting flesh. As you can see, they're sliding around. Like their feet is nothing more than just a baggy piece of skin, and it's like a slippery floor. It's got a bit of a blood on the wall, a bit unsavory, isn't it? But here we have the game, and I would like to note, for the time being, for everyone curious, I am playing with fixed locks. Fixed locks require skill requirement and not percentage. So you require a certain number. So if I just quickly go to our thief here, Mr. Nice Fancy Hairdo right here, we go into skills. So what it means by that is picklocking. I can only picklock level 15 locks or lower. So I need to keep power leveling it to do bigger things, practically. And if I do percentage, it matters not of what your lock picking skill, it just means the percentage gets higher and higher, and you're more relying on the RNG factor. If you don't know what that means, the random number generator. But nevertheless, we've got a nice lovely party right here, so if we click you can see what we have. We have rags and a pair of shackles, which weigh a lot. It's, in fact, doing over our capacity. Well, over half our capacity. So we're practically just limping along, and we're trapped in this prison cell. But we managed to pick this door. Ooh, as you can see, it's rather basic movements. Everyone's managed to bob up and down. You can turn that off if you want to go for realism of Undead, but I rather like it. It's rather amusing. Now, every room is locked, because it's all a giant prison cell. Ooh, poor blood. How ominous. Anyone in there? No. So to open these, we need lockpicks, but we don't have any of them. We're going to go up here to go into a storeroom for the time being. I've played a bit of it. My experience so far has been killed by many crabs and my face being picked off by seagulls. Rather exciting. It's a lever. Let's press that. As we all know, if you find a lever, you must press it wildly. One second, if I move everyone out of the way, just look at the lever. Look at it. Just look at its turn. But for the time being, I think that's up. There we go. I'm going to go in here, and we're going to take all this lovely nonsense. You're going to have the sword. And then we're going to give that to you. And then who is the white mage? I think you're the white mage, aren't you? Yes, you are. And the mages get their crooked staves. And I think for the time being, you get a bow. Why? Because if you run out of magic, you have nothing. So let's just equip everything. Here you go, a stick. And then you can have that. To me, it looks like a shepherd's stick, doesn't it? We also should just chuck ready shackles. The shackles have no use to us. Oh wait, no, it's not you I should have that with. No, it's the lady face. The bald lady, of course. Here you go. I think you, wait, I just want to make sure you are a... Yeah, you are the white wizard, okay. And then put that into a hotbar, so now we can heal instead of going clicking this menu and clicking that whenever we want. So a bit of a hotkey situation right there. Give you the bow, since you are death and destruction. Now, the problem is with having a bow, we have low accuracy, so we won't hit at all, which is a bit of a problem to begin with, but hopefully it won't be a problem later on. The word is hopefully. Now, I just need to check something. Did I go with the class that goes with two-handed? No, I went with sword and board. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. I forgot to go with the right class. Oh, well. Looks like we're going to go with a nice stick. Have a bit of apples. Now, food is used for good old sleep. You can't have food without sleeping. A bit lockpick, so now we can actually pick locks. And we'll just carry that. We won't use a torch for the time being. And nothing else in these containers, are there? Ah, clothing! That is actually nice. Now we're not wearing bloodstained ranks that are barely able to contain our flesh. Now, I might give the no, don't drop that. What I might do is give the two-handed sword to our thief. Which sounds like a really bad thing to do, but I'm debating on it since this person's sword and board. And the saber is two-handed, so I might do that. I might, the word is. Let's give you a nice shirt. There you go. Now your breast isn't halfway popping out. Let's put a torch in you. I'll just give it to the thief, the board. There we go. Now you get to wear some proper clothing. Now, I don't know if that's better than the robes. I'm kind of curious if it is or not. Is it better than robes? They're both are. It's not. That's interesting. Or it is, and I'm just blind and can't tell basic numbers from apart from each other. That most likely is the case. But either way, we're going to wear some leather sandals. Why? Because we can. And look at us now. My God, we're so pretty. It's all of us. Look at how neat and brown we are. It's like browns and beige. Now, we could enter all of the prison cells and see how everyone's doing. In fact, the only one I'm going to enter is this one. If I'm actually my memory serves right. And in here happens to be an orc fella. Hello? What? Who are you? What do you want of me? We can set him free or kill him where he stands. But we're a polite party of undead. We don't believe in imprisonment because we're kind of prison on the world as undead. We're going to be a roleplay perspective side here. So we'll set you free. Remove shackles. Freedom. It's been so long. I've forgotten what it means. I shall rate it for a bit and sort of arouse suspicion to the guards. Then I shall make my escape. Okie dokie. As you can see, we took off his ankle biter things. Does he have anything on his corpse, the person you beat to death? Money! Now, we don't have enough picklocks to really play around with too much, mind you. And, you are the woman of death and destruction, so you can have the lovely skull. We won't pick anything off because we're currently very, frigid with our lovely lockpicks. What's down here? We have another torch. I'll take that for the time being. Let's just keep rattling through, and maybe we'll be able to find a way out of here. We've also got a map up here. I don't know what a button... Oh, we can take it off and turn it on. That's nice. So if you're going to be of hardcore, you can. Now, oh, this room looks rather unsavory, doesn't it? Oh, look, a nice, lovely coffin. Why is there blood coming out of it? Hello? Oh, there's rats. Okay, let's everyone get into defensive position. So here's combat. Combat's rather turn-based. And we're just going to wait here for the time being. Protect our nice, lovely mages as everyone charges forward. Okay, there's a rat right in front of us. Smack the rat. Well done. Right, poke it. Ah, the poking didn't work. Now, you are black magic, I believe. Yes, you are. So what we want you to do... Actually, don't we cancel that and go into spells again? No, that's not spells. That's spells. I want to put that on our hotbar for the time being. And then fireball the rat. And then you can go over and poke it. Oh, you might get hit. Oh, he missed. The little blighter missed you. You can regret that. Cool, you chopped off one of his tails, I believe. Obviously, a rat's comprised of many tails. And then fireball it. Oh, you failed. Poke the rat. Yeah, you bopped the rat on the head, and he bit you in the shin. But don't worry. Oh, no, we can't hit it. Poke it. Yeah. Okay, keep poking the rat. Bonk. Okay, bonking didn't work. Bonk it. Okay, the bonking didn't work. You might have to heal yourself. Go stab the rat. There we go. We killed a rat and we won the game. Sadly, we did not win the game by merely killing some rats. Come on, just heal yourself. Heal yourself. I think it fails because I need to be in a square. Come on. There we go. Now, loot the entrails, which had a flower in it. Ooh. Anything else here? No, it doesn't seem so. This guy kind of confuses me. His skin has been flayed off him, yet he has intestines. It's rather interesting. We also got a dead body here. Can we loot you? No. Can we go take a nap in the nice, lovely standing up beds? No, we cannot. Oh, a bit of a shame. But there is a mushroom. Now, mushrooms used for all these lovely ingredients are actually used for alchemy. But we're not trained in alchemy right now, so we might not be able to use that straight away. In here happens to be a fish! I love fish! Let's carry on going, and perhaps we can whack someone with a fish. Hello? Ooh. Oh, a storeroom! Hello, what's in here? We've got some more arrows for deaf man, or deaf lady, sorry. I don't mean she's actually, like, deaf or hearing impaired. I mean she's actually made of nothing but bone. In fact, she reeks of decay. I'm just being racist either towards all undead in the universe. If you're undead, I deeply apologize if I offended you. Here you go. More bones for the... well, more skulls for the skull throne. Keep going this direction. Keep waddling our way through. Hello? Anyone in here? Oh, it's rats! Oh, God. Okay, stay there. You must stay there. Then hide, but... oh, God, he's in... okay, that man's probably going to get his shins nippled, isn't he? Waddling towards us. So we've got blind rats, we've got cataracts, and we've got normal rats. Normal rats shall die. Yeah! Shiv the rat! Okay, maybe not shiv the rat. Okay, implode the rat! Oh, a nice critical hit. Probably ate the fireball. And now you need to go over here and hide. There we go. We got bitten. Okay, the blind rats are rather annoying. Why? Because I tend to miss them more than anything else I've noticed. But the fireballs always can hit true. Can you go over to that man and do a bit of groping on him? There we go. Now he feels better. Oh, God. Poke the rat. Okay, can you poke the rat? Okay, poking rat doesn't seem to be going well. Fireball the rat. Aha! That's one blind rat gone. Now, grope this lady. She won't mind. She gives consent. Now, what I want you to do is go over to him and poke it. Ha-ha! And shiv it. Okay, the shiving didn't work so well. Ah, fireball! And all the rats are dead to a nice lovely fireball. You could have a whole team of mages, but as you can see, 2 combats, and she's almost completely out of mana. There's a rock in here, worth nothing. I will take no rock. No pebble shall be in my inventory, because I don't think there's pressure plates in this game. I don't think there is. And we've got a history book. Hello? I don't know what happened to it. I think we might have ate the book. Did we eat the book? No, we didn't. So here's a bit of a backlog of the, well, actual history of the game. If you wish to read it, then pause the game and do as such. I mean, pause the game, so I mean pause the video. You can't pause the game for me. Be rather interesting, be rather strange if my game randomly paused right about now. But that doesn't happen, sadly. Let's carry on exploring, and hopefully I might find a way out. Ooh, a room. So, let's pick it. There we go. So as you can see, there's like we're not having a percentage chance. We're just picking everything. So that's because everything's within our level range right now. Ooh, a fish. I'll take that. Thank you very much. What's in here? A rock. I want to take the rock. But what's in here? Gold. Now, honestly, it's gold you need a lot of in this game. You need a lot of gold for a lot of things. Ooh, a weak healing potion. We should give it to him. The nice, lively, friendly face of Bob. Alright, let's keep going along. Mrs. Fibble found a ladder. And we're outside. Now, this is one of the things I actually really liked about the game, is the graphic style goes well with everything. Everything has the same type of style. It's like nothing looks out of place. It's like I like about the game, personally. Let's look at these containers, see what we can find. Nothing in there. Ooh, a lockpick. I would say that very much. Now, let's move around. Now, I will say about this game, you can't move diagonally since it's a tile-based game. A bit of a problem, but it's something you have to get used to in the end. And this barrel is locked. But I'll tell you what's in it. It's a chicken. A whole entire chicken leg. But this is Shadowbrook. We're in a small little town. There's a man who looks like he's part of the Phantom of the Opera. I mean, he kind of has got a leather face. We won't talk to him for the time being, as the whole place seems to be, well, kind of bloodstained and fire-stained. There's arrows in the wall. Let's go in here. Oh, what a lovely scene. Because someone nibbling his hands, someone doing the splits but horribly wrong and split himself in twine, and some bloodied beds with claw marks. Oh, kind of lovely, really. What about in here? Yeah, someone decided to implode themselves. Oh, really? What's in here? Ooh, human flesh. I'll take that, thank you very much. Never know when we might get hungry. I mean, we are undead after all. Look around. What's in this barrel? Nothing. What's in this barrel? Anything in this barrel? There's a root. I'll take the root, thank you very much. What's in this room? Oh, that looks like the Kappa face, doesn't it? It does to me, personally. Got some sandals, eh? Ooh, that's worth quite a bit of gold, I'll take that. More gold! And we have a crude blade. Oh, that's rather interesting. So we can go over here. Oh, lovely! So we're dealing with Satanists. And someone imploded their head and disemboweled themselves. Well, someone clearly, imploded themselves. And there's an ear! I'll take the ear, thank you very much. And you can have the skull. More skulls to the skull throne for the time being. Ooh, some wine. When someone's, dead in the middle of the room and someone implodes themselves by the side of the bed, I think it's a good time to take a good stiff drink. That's what I personally say anyway. So let's go talk to Leatherface over here. Hello, Leatherface. How you doing, Meru? Thank the gods! Just when I thought time had run out, you show up! I'm an investigator sent here by a very important client to gather reconnaissance that might help piece together what took place here. Well, clearly some type of satanic ritual that went wrong. I found something that I think will very much interest my client, but I cannot risk smuggling out of here. If the guards post at the entrance search me and find it, it must almost certainly mean my head. Please take this mysterious ear to my client. We're taking ears? Okay. I don't know his name, but he wears a violent robe and spends most of his time in a hole-in-the-wall bar known as the Seaside Tavern in the city of AntharioN. To get there, just follow the main road south. The tavern is located in the southeast corner of the city. Go on. Be very careful and don't tell anyone of our conversation. Even the roadman? Okay, gotcha. So yes, so we can now venture outwards. There's a guard, two lovely ladies exposing their cleavage. Bit of an unsavory, piece of armor, I must say so myself. I don't think you would actually protect against much. I mean, they kind of got like their breasts kind of hanging out. Hello? Big on, citizen! They also sound like men. Oh, hermaphrodites apparently. Oh, we can go to the side, but down the side is something we don't want to fight. There's crabs. I always want to say this. Why is there always giant mushrooms and general psychedelic plants in every game ever? It's rather unfortunate, I must say so myself. Now, we could go north to a place unknown, or we could go south. We'll go south because the game's telling us to go that direction. And see what we can find. Now, being able to go diagonally would actually be very useful here, but right now we can't. But either way, we're going to bob along and slide along in our new sandals. There's a lot of giant mushrooms. My experience of this game, as I probably said before, I don't know if I have said it, but I streamed it once or twice, and my experience is practically being destroyed by crabs. That, I'm getting my face pecked off by seagulls. Talking about death, look at all these lovely skulls in front of this cave. And having to condemn mine, perhaps because someone decided to plant in someone's heads on this outside. Maybe, unless that's how they deliver warnings in this country. The dead person probably died in the mine. We shall dishonour his remains and stick his head on a pike. There we go, now no one to enter. And here we have the bridge into AntharioN. Now sadly in this game you can't go take a swim and go into the waterfall. Would be nice, but that's not a thing, sadly. But we can go exploring. But before we do any exploring, we must pester all the chickens. Why? Because if Legend of Zelda's taught me anything, we must bother every chicken until they kill us. Cluck, cluck, apparently. And what about in this nest? You got an egg? Aha! I'll take your unborn child as mine. There we go. Hello. Cluck, cluck. Okay, we shall leave you for the time being then. Oh, there's something to be on the shore. What's this? Nothing. Just a pair of garbage, apparently. That's a random anvil next to a barrel of beer. Oh, who's that? Is that the blacksmith? That's Fruka's home. Oh, a barrel. Can we open it? No, we cannot. But there's a bow. Ooh, a bow. It's rather tiny, actually. More food. You can never have enough food in this game, because I think for every hour of rest you have, you need food, which is a bit of a problem. More fish. I'm never going to say no to free fish. But what's this ragged barrel? A torch. Alright, I'll take that. And we also have a boat. Hello, you're a very tiny boat, aren't you? Not yours, apparently. Alright, very well. Hello, how are you doing? You seem to be painting, you do? Hello, Astrid. Why, hello there. Have you had any news recently? What are you doing here? Perhaps a better question is, what aren't I doing here? A writer, a painting, a lover of nature. I've come here to escape my cold homeland, and I found the fresh open air offers a kind of spiritual nourishment that is unavailable from where I'm from. So you're here for spiritual nourishment? Yes, and to finish a novel I've been working on. A novel? Tell me about it. A novel waste of time, really. No, tell me about this novel. It's a fantasy genre. It's about a young elven woman coming of age in the northern part of a fictional Aragonian empire, and lives amongst a bunch of xenophobic wolfkin who do nothing but tease and taunt for all year round. Eventually, though, she summoned up courage, and I really must stop myself before I bore you with the details. Oh, when do you think you'll be finished with it? There's really nothing I should say. The other day I went to see Vincent on Vincent's books, and he expressed an interest in my shocking novel once it's complete. And while I'm certain, shall I say, reservations about seeing my work next to the likes of Drivel and the shelves, I think having a single big commercial success would, in the end, allow me to indulge in much more high-minded literary style that comes so naturally to me. Well, I must be going, upper-class snob, to explore the beach. Hello, child. It's a bit of an orc child, hanging out with a human child. Tell me about yourself, Jogan.
Hi.
Where's your parents, kid?
Mummy's dead. Daddy's drinking at the tavern.
Oh, that's rather depressing. How about you? What's your name? Menina? Are you related to Bobina by any chance?
Daddy's busy. He sells boats.
Oh, does he? Is he in here? Biggleby's house. Hello, Biggleby? Oh, Biggleby's not here. Ooh, what's this? Bread! I love bread! There we go, free bread. Say no to free bread, never. What's in here? Vincent's books. Oh, we're told about him. We won't go in there. Oh, there's a mail guard down there. Oh, there's 3 barrels. Hello? Oh, look, free gold just lying around. More gold just lying around. Isn't this handy? No gold in there, though, because that barrel sucks. What's this? Large boat shop. Oh, he sells boats. Hello, I'd like your boats, please. You look like you could use a boat, just for 1,218 gold pieces for this beauty. How's business? Never been better. The Shadowbrook massacre has been a real boon to business. It seems people fear some attack would take place in Astralin, and just happens to be that the boat is the quickest means to escape an emergency. Okay, bye. Let's leave this room. He's not in there, he won't go in there. There we go. Ooh, a bowl of cloth. Thank you very much. Gold. And it seems like a lead ring. Alright, time to get lead poisoning. What about you? Oh god, lot picking of 77. Oh, that's a lot of lot picking required for that. Alright, we're going to carry on exploring the town before we go into the tavern, I think. That is the Silver Spoon Tavern. That's not the tavern we want to be. Hello, Hera. Middle of the town. It's strange, isn't it, for you? Hello there. Do you enjoy living in here? Indeed I do, as a young single woman is the place to be. Are you coming on to me? What do you do for fun aside from coming on to random strangers? I can tell you this. I stay away from the seaside tavern as possible. It's a rat den full of the slimiest clientele you've ever seen. Late at night, these drunken fools are raking me by banking on my doors and windows. And don't get me started on what they do to the property values around here. Okay, goodbye. Now, the one thing I'm interested in is this room. Hello? Hello, Luna. Hey, have you got any work around here? Funny thing you should say. Lately, Silver Spoon has been suffering from an infestation of rats. In addition, it's posing a serious liability problem. Should one of my guests fall ill, the mere presence of a rat reflects poorly on me as an owner, an operator of this fine establishment. They seem to be coming from the basement, but when I looked down it the other day, I could find nothing. Not a single one. Perhaps you could go down there and have a look. If by chance you do manage to exterminate them, I shall reward you for your efforts with a bit of coin. Sure, why not? It's something like the best idea. That's a mug. Can't take it, though. What is this barrel? Any of this I can take? I can! Nice! There's an hourglass there. I won't take that, though. What about in here? Oh, that is locked. Oh, that's a lot of money, but no one will miss this. Even though it's not mine, as long as we don't get caught, I think it's perfectly fine. You didn't see anything, guard, did you? No, you did not. So before we go into the basement, we're going to take a quick nap. Ooh, a wolf pal, but she'll see us. Can't let us see us. We're going to do a bit more exploring for the time being. What's this? Administrative office, eh? Hello, how are you doing? Oh god, this is rather a fancy place, isn't it? Greetings, I'm Tunkin, Administrator of Astralin. What can I do you for? Do you need any help around here? Normally the council send guards to assist me with official business. However, they're backed up at the moment with requests from other cities. So perhaps you can assist me with a little matter. Go on. It seems that one of our citizens, a butcher, ingested some raw orc meat and completely mad. I don't know if it was for sure if it was the orc meat that did it, but I do harbour strong suspicions. This butcher went mad. It's like carving up and presumably eating some of our townsfolk. As the man in charge of Astralin, this reflects poorly on me, and I fear the situation persists that my superior in Velengrad will hear of it and relieve me of my duties. The butcher was last seen heading into sewers just northeast of here. If you go take care of him for me, I'll give you a handsome sum of gold. Sure, we'll get rid of the butcher for you? Yeah, so there we go. We've got 2 quests. Kill a rat and kill a butcher. It's probably going to be a Leatherface, most likely, but I don't really think so. An abandoned house. I cannot lockpick that even if I wanted to. Mildred's house. Hello, Mildred. Oh, you're an orc. You got a whole chicken on that table. Oh, you seem to be cooking some type of stew with some cheese. Hello. Greetings. Tell me about yourself. I used to live in my sister Gonorrhea in AntharioN's capital, Valengrad. It's a beautiful city. Oh, really it is, but it's extremely intolerant to orcs. I was born after the council was already formed. But the way they treated me, you'd think I murdered their children and pillaged their property. You probably did. I'm looking for work. Well, there's always work to be done around here. I'm trying to bake crab cake and cheese souffle by using a recipe purchased from Winston's books. My only trouble is that this recipe calls for 10 pieces of crab meat. Crab meat's something of a delicacy around these parts. I'm certainly not in any shape to go around hunting crab myself. But if you'd be willing to bring back 10 pieces for me, I'll certainly make it more than... I'd be more than willing to reward you for your efforts. Sure, we'll go do that. Excellent. If you find crabs along the coast of Mooncrest Province, when you finish, just bring the crab meat back to me, and I'll be right here. Safe travels. Oh, that's nice of it. Darjack. Hello, Darjack. How are you doing? Get out at once. Okay. Get out at once. Alright, what's in there? Oh, another book. What's in here? Ooh. Oh, I'll leave you be. We had loot at your house. And there's a sewer grate to lead into the sewers, it seems. Hello. What's your name, Baylor? Huh? What do you do around here? Bella don't understand. Thank you for the stimulating conversation, but we gotta run. Oh, Bella likes run. Bella run. Okay. Got anything interesting to say, Baylor? Huh? What can you tell me about this place? Bella lives in Astralin. Thank you for stimulating conversation. Yeah. Had any good rumors? Me, Baylor. Here, Miss Luna makes good drink. Bella likes drink. Bella likes Miss Luna. Thank you for the stimulating conversation. Goodbye. We'll leave you with your tomatoes for the time being. Yes, let's go into this guy's house and see what we can find. Hello? Oh, hello. Oh, God, are you as simple as him? What are you doing in my house? Any news around here? The administration office, its official position is that Shadowbrook was attacked by orc raiders, but the word on the street is necrophiles are responsible. I lean towards a necrophile explanation just because I think orcs are too dumb to perform a successful attack and perform a satanic ritual. Sorry, satanic ritual. Okay, eventually, a satanic ritual. There we go. One other thing, calm down, woman. You must get out immediately. If my husband Banner finds you talking with me, he'll kill me. Why would you follow such a horrible fellow? You ask if I had some say in the matter. Elven women have long been victims of a backward culture that all but mandates arranged marriages. I was just 19 and in love with a young, handsome grave named Harvin when my father informed me that I had to marry Baylor, the town brew. What happened to Harvin? My daddy says an accountant, a very powerful man. He had Harvin exiled to the forest, somewhere west of here. Daddy told Harvin that if he set foot back in Astralin, that Harvin would be fed to his orc guard. I'm very sorry to hear that. Indeed. I think it's time you go now. Alright, see ya. You got a nice pair of grapes on your table. Hello. Come back here. You don't want to talk to me. That's fair enough. And here we have... Oh, the training place. So these people can teach us this. She's wearing a leather skin bikini. Oh, how interesting. Hello. What's in here? Hello, Darren. You seem to be wielding a saber. Can I interest you in my wares? Sure. So you have a wizard's hat. Everything is incredibly expensive here. Just look how many hundreds upon hundreds everything is. But we can sell things like this. Sure, you can have that. Would you like an ear? No. If you sell that, bad things happen. But you can have that. Would you like a normal ear? Of course you do. Would you like this thing? Yes, you do. What's that? A common lead necklace. So if you want to get like a nice piece of lead poisoning, have it connected to your throat. It's the best place ever. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and find this tavern that everyone's talking about. This is it, isn't it? But before we go into it, let's loot this barrel. Oh, nothing in there. Shame. Hello? Hello, Bigglesby. I ain't got no time for interrogation. Go away. Alright. Hello, Drayden. Hey there. Let's barter. Oh, he's got thief gear. Oh, lockpicks. I should remember that for later.